Solved. Done. Back to the damn manual. Whew. Alright. Good here. Totally good. Aha! I was very well correct. Sweet. That's really cool, man. I like that. Another reason why I kind of like reading manuals too is you get to find out the other things. I mean, I totally agree. Great, but then I'm overlaying, and if you've been following anything with the copyright content, I am so iffy about putting any on stuff just in the fair point of fair use redefined later on, and it becomes this crappy land of WTF, mate. That is cool. That is for a side manager. All right, cool. Now that everything's back to another play, uh, the computer crashed, Bonnie. But thought you were on Facebook too, so you should have known that. Anyways, moving on. A few. These are gonna be cool, but I think I'm gonna use the daisy chain. Plus, there's a really added benefit to it because it's a mini. It's not gonna be utilizing, I guess, for a situation that. Is I wait. So curious how Eric's running the high frame rate like that. It's pretty. Get that kind of. Must look super clear. I'm assuming. If you're still there. All right, so I should probably start by using VGA1 and VGA. I should also run SATA my GPU in the order that I should be doing. Lovely. You need 2 for Threadripper. Bonnie, the cost of this, like the unit itself, is worth like 7,000, give or take if you want retail value. But I got it all for like 16, 17. I decided not to go with an HHD. It wasn't for my benefit. Next time, I'm definitely gonna pre-fabricate. Not too bad to run it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's probably not then, Eric. I'm gonna be real with you. The best I've ever seen in like has been 144 with today's standards for the way that they run it. So I mean, it may advertise that, but I don't know if it necessarily would be that. So, um, but it sounds pretty good. I mean, the 4.7 gigahertz, that's amazing. That's like out of the gate, and that's like probably an Intel. If I had to take a guess, that's probably not an A, unless you're running some really cool AMD unit. Okay, now I see. There's trying to plug it in the SATA end, and it was like, no, that is not where I want to go. Wait a minute. I'm gonna be real. Oh, it's like a hard drive case. I don't really need it in the near future. That's so cool. I can store. I was like, wait, what is my hand rest? Right, the one. I'm assuming you're utilizing 1150 run, not the 266 is amazing, but I just don't trust Intel nowadays. Where they're going and how they're doing stuff is kind of iffy. Saying no siree, Bob. Not my job. problem here that I'm having is the cable is ridiculously new and stiff. I'm gonna get coach. Got it. One in, one more to go. That's still an amazing build, though, Eric. Your gaming experience must be pretty cool. What do you game a lot on? Like, what's your forte? I mean, is it like, I'm wondering pixel for pixel, what do you enjoy playing? Like myself, I love games like Far Cry. I love like Red Dead Redemption. Are ridiculous. I can't wait for Red Dead to hit on computer because then it's gonna be really cool. That's probably when I'm gonna start making the leap to the master. Still gonna stay true to consoles just because I got my Rise a lot. And I do really good with patch notes. That's like my bread and butter. YouTube. But all that can change. Apocalypse could hit. No, Bonnie, minus a zero, man. Not that much. It was a retail at 7,000, but I got it for 1,700. Might be just the mic placement. Can't hear that. Let me know. Alright, okay. Now that I have these two, run this right. Both these right there. Yes. Front plate. Oh, how that slipped back. Actually, that's why. Because I wanted to rerun it. Yeah, me too, man. I say once it goes to like Red Dead Redemption Online, it's gonna be raw. Because I think I don't know, instinct. Looks good. Other angle. Still on the bottom. Gaps. Works, but it's pretty much made. That's pretty cool. See the other cable end there. Cable maintenance is kind of a big thing. Sorry. Be positive. Go. Like a glove. There. You is the last runnable cables after this end. It's insane because for the Threadripper, you literally need cables. That is one thing I do love about Intel. They do have the play for as far as it goes. Power consumption. You're really good with that. A 76700. Good player. This is the first time I've ever had it like crash. Here. It is. No, I agree, Eric. Like it always dollar for dollar, it's gonna be a lot better. But there are exclusives that I'm favorable to, and like there's a community. So it's like it's great for like social media, and that's. Oh, interesting. Oh, are you saying where like you're just recording it at that fast? So bizarre. Yeah, man, you should totally upload that. That's a rarity. I've never seen that. But there's always a first time. Pretty sure people would love to see frame rates run, especially for God of War. They'll probably got it started. I out of there. For the click of six tops on this. Oh, Gears of War. Okay. Yeah, they meant God of War. I was like, damn, dude, you must have captured that from a console. But yeah, Gears. I'm not quite sure what that frame rate is. Because I know most things like an applicationable points for like 4K. I thought you were like that standard. That might be another reason why. Maybe it's a game that's able to run more accelerated high frame rates. Because most of the ones that I see nowadays that are bench test are like ones that are extraordinarily graphic intensive, like Rise of the Tomb Raider or Deus Ex Machina. These are games that put a CPU and a GPU, which like breaking limits on like the way pixel for pixel can go. Don't get me wrong, Gears of War looks great, but it's probably not the most like I guess PC intensive game, especially since it's already tuned from like a console standpoint. I remember the first Gears of War was amazing. We're looking a lot better. I think we're pretty much almost done. Besides me installing my M.2 drive. Now, and that was another reason why I waited to hook up this, because in order for me to finish off that panel, I need to take this off, waiting for the very last moment. GPU, a mini, come out. And again, that's why I didn't even really buy like an amazing graphics card for this, because this is not what this PC is for. PC4 is for 4K encoding, so it's like my normal PC doesn't take a dive anymore. Come out like of. Let's see what you're. Are you really? There we go. Whew. I had this on the very back of the tooth. Man, that was crazy. Yeah, that would make more sense because I thought your benchmark testing was at 4K because then that would be where the 140 is the highest I've ever seen. And usually, respectable play of that is usually around like, I think it's like 60 to. But no real, like, there's no real gaming computer monitoring screens unless you pay thousands of dollars that will run it to those like higher standards of refresh rates. All right, so now that I have this, it's time to install this puppy. I'm so excited for this situation. Well, and not to mention, like, Eric, you probably noticed this because you probably, depending on what kind of game set you play, that there's not a real big reason to go to 4K unless you're doing like what I'm doing, where if you're just trying to showcase pixel for pixel, what you want to have, versus like competitive. If you're playing COD or Overwatch, then having that faster refresh rate that you can run at, which is typically better at standpoint. Elite. cool. All right. So first things first for this one, solid state direct connect. Grab this static key just in case. Looks. Alright, so all I need to do pretty much just set this in place. Then I'm gonna have to format it BIOS. How interesting. Wants to like. Alright, I don't trust that, but whatever. Exactly, man. It's not worth it right now. Like until like the market itself comes down, it's definitely not worth it. Is up with this tape? This switch. There we go. Seems like that went there. Drive. It doesn't seem some. Look at the board. It came with a crap load. One of those might have been for the M.2 to hold it down in place. I don't want to go too far. That is an Evo 970. One of the newer ones that I came to market, which I loved. Okay, here we go. That seems like the bracketed point for the stand up. I'm looking for bracket points. Hmm. There it is. Yeah, this is my first water cooling system. Like, I never really trusted if water would leak, but it's a necessity for Threadripper if you want to do any kind of overclocking, and I want to have it around, like, I'm supposed to do a 3.4, but I would prefer it to be probably at a 4, not maybe a 3.9 comfortably. be real, none of these look like they would even be satisfying out of there. In fact, why would they give me a solid state or motherboard that did? I feel like I misplaced a. First comes. I'll turn. Go too far. First things first. Where did I put that small? Where did I put that? That one's too. Put it in my. Oh, okay. It slipped underneath the gray bag when I. That totally makes sense. Here. Yeah, the fans are pretty cool, but like if you're doing direct stuff, um, it's water cooled directly. Like liquid cooled is what you're thinking of. If I remember correct, is where it's like a shaded liquid that's like a thermal liquid. If I remember correct, that's completely different. Mine is just strictly a water cooler right there. Perfect. Cool. Since it's fresh, it should. That was another reason why. Let's see here. Normal mounting screw for this pump. Something that's. Missing. Oh yeah, because I've seen them too. They're not too bad. Don't get me wrong. They're cool looking units. I just, from everything I heard, if you're gonna mess with Threadripper, you get it with water cooled. Otherwise, it doesn't work well. Or liquid cool. I need to make a choice. How am I gonna get this in here perfectly? Yeah, I've seen those too. They're pretty cool. All right, black one. This is a long shot. I don't think it's gonna red pattern really big. Well, this is quite the conundrum. And they were silver too. Maybe it's still in the bag. In the bag. And that's everything. It's a wrap. I start cleaning the table. Run into what I'm looking for. One could only hope. I don't need these. I'm gonna go with this. Video graphic card. It's a mini, you only need one. I try to utilize those. That's my last resort. It's a resort in utilizing. I should be utilizing the mount side there, but I think that's just pretty much what you do. I've cleared the table. There's really nothing. Be right around the same size. And I find the other one text tone. One pretty cool. Here I have two in a radiator. Ooped. They're expensive when I build the next. Have that loop. That's cool, man. That's like, I mean, I was very curious that myself because like they're fun systems, but like a lot of people argue that like it can go through what is it? The GPU can run the CPU hot, but I mean, I kind of figure if you have a good cooling system balance, you should be fine. Now, I've never utilized it. Seems like you probably have a lot more experience in that. Yeah, this is gonna work. Huh. I feel like that one should be a lot more extended. Not be like this thread's not gonna be. There's no way. It's the right threading, but it's definitely not the right length. gonna screw. Okay. I need to scrounge to see if I want. Down through. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. One place. I have to go check upstairs real fast. Hey, Tony. Um, welcome. I'm looking for a screw right now. Unfortunately, I can't find. So I'm gonna have to really quickly take a blitz effort upstairs to see if I accidentally hit someone was upstairs because it's supposed to be like a little silver screw set. If we're correct. This thread lengthening connects to the board. I'm trying to figure out if I found somewhere super gentle somewhere. Can't. Son of a biscuit! I found it underneath the damn software. Well, problem solved. Now, as long as I can find my screwdriver of success, back here, forward, and the backwards. You know, at the same time, watch this. I'm just gonna take out the Elgato card. There's no reason to yourself. Be a little bit easier. Sweet. All right, let's get this done. Good. Oh, you know, it just takes a little bit of like, um, just learning and building stuff as you go. Anyone can do it, man. Like I'm nothing special. I just happen to have a friend that was like, "Hey, I know how to build a computer," and he built it with me the first time, and then the second time I'm doing it myself right now. So it's like it's not that bad, and that's a great board on or the cooling system. So Acer and I always love Corsair. They are great company. Kraken model. They're just that's a different style. That'd be more like Crete. I'm glad I went back and reinstalled that because that probably was one other. Oh, this cooling portion is completely full. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and reinstall Auto Card. Chris, what's going down, man? Dude, seriously, Eric, I had the same moment the first time I built mine. I think those were my exact words. My friend kind of looked at me weird, and I was like, "Well, we built it," and I felt like I didn't. I just kind of threw it together. I feel like that's everyone's first PC build. We were just like, "Hey, you know, it's whatevs." Like my cable management was crap, and like my freaking my first one. I can always redo it now, doing this one a little bit better and understanding how to properly run them. So it's like now I'm kind of wondering. This one's so great. I did really well with the piece or the cable management. Makes me want to go back to the other one and just Perfect. Like a glove. Graphic card should just slide in. Look at this. There we go. Well, at least I have another one. Like, best. Add another. And the hunt for the missing screw. Round one. Passing round two. Round one. Perfect. I have. Well, that's cool, man. Some of the case builds are pretty chill. I like this one a lot since it has no drive. It just sucks air in here through the water cooler directly to my Red Ripper. It's one of those specialty. I guess I have to put another M.2. Now, last and least, everything that I need to run now just the VGA sense. Luckily for me, since it's a mini, it doesn't draw a crap load of power. I don't need 2 cents. I can get away with the piggyback. Pretty sweet. Next in, make. All right. Now, two extra zip ties left. Really cool moves. I can clip these later. have it come here actually. That'd be a hell of a lot. I do that. Hmm. So these again. It's not too road. Oh, you know what I could do? Brad? Mark, what's going down, man? I am building in a great computer. Oh yeah, I definitely can see where you're at. It's at the very bottom right here. Yeah, you can pull the fan filter because it tripped me out. But this one right here, it literally has an induct where it inducts it through here. Two fans that draw it in through the radiator, and just blast it, and then it cools. And I also have an Arctic fan that Newegg gave to me just for free. So if worst comes to worst, since this is tempered glass there, I could always install it on the external point to blow directly in through the motherboard, and give it an added benefit. That looks a little bit more clear. I think this is about as clean as the cable. I'm pretty much done. This is a wrap. Here, everything is connected. The only thing I have not left to do is this. Cool. Well, that's neat. You can just like plug it in like this. I don't think I did that though. I need to find the USB cable that came with this. It's upstairs. I think I left it. Right now, let me clean up the back of the mess of this, and then we'll get to installing the OS and shit. Yep. It's just a strict stick color. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of RGB in this at all. It's a basic case. I got more focused on the applications of very convenient hookup. I'm glad I got this. Is actually a hell of a lot easier for cable man. Happy with. I think I might be able to sew this up. I need that case. Okay, you should be good. But it quickly close this. Alright, cool. Nice, all closed up. All I need to do is that on there. He's done. Oh, nice. Hey, I think that. Also, an added benefit too, since these cables water cooling fan. Yes. Perfect. That looks way cooler. I like that. Sure that doesn't. Oh, clip that later on. You know. Alright, everyone. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm gonna have to end this stream now and boot up my other stuff. Oh, Herlock Holmes. You say always the nicest thing. Let's see here. What's the Threadripper who have any cores or threads? I kind of went forward with power supply 15. Yeah, that is really overkill. Mine was 1,000. My Threadripper was 19X, which is that's the lovely portion of 16 cores. Base is 3.4. Go up to 4 on the turbo portion of it. You have your 32 PCIe lanes. Pretty nice since the M.2 has 4 dedicated. I have the graphics card and the Elgato, and all the RAM. I have 2 8 gig RAMs, so it's pretty sweet. Like where it's going as far as like the ultimate end. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm gonna go ahead and end it at that point since YouTube's. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now.